Welcome back to Raceweek Illustrated Garage Talk. With the World Crown 300 coming up on July 4th, we wanted to talk about the upcoming race with one of its former winners. So we're joined now by Jimmy Garmon from the Ace in the Hole Motorsports Complex over in Hoschton, Georgia. Jimmy, you won the World Crown back in 1998. Tell me what it meant to you to win that day.
Well, I mean, it was the biggest race of the year and the final race of that year. So it was 300 laps, a lot of money to win, and I know the history of some of the guys that won it. It feels good to be a part of that.
Now, I seem to remember that you bounced the car off the wall that day, and you really had to come back for the win.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'd let a guy get a lap back. Can't even remember who it is now, but I'd let somebody get a lap back and then had to wind up racing them really hard to keep the lead. So learned something there that maybe I should not have done. But, yeah, went actually across the opening on the front straightaway wall, and I never lifted, and if I had, it would have probably been a different story.
Now, when you look at the list of everyone that's won that race, in 30 years there have been 20 different winners, names like Darrell Waltrip, Dick Trickle, Paul Kelly, Russell Fleeman, Ronnie Sanders. All these guys have written their names in the history book. How does it feel to see the name Jimmy Garmon in with all those?
I mean, I'm proud and honored. It's a huge race. Paul Kelly's a good friend of mine. I think he's the only four-time winner. Boy's tough up there. I don't know if they're going to run it this year or not. I hope he does. But yeah, I mean, it feels great. Some of the guys that have won that are, you know, in the Hall of Fame and legends, and so it feels really good to be associated name-wise with those guys.
Now, Jimmy, what's the biggest difference in what it was like when you won the crown as compared to what these guys will be dealing with on July 4th?
Well, I know this year it's green flag pit stops, 300 laps. I think in '98 we had 16 tires instead of 12. Not completely sure. I know we had pit stops, live green pit stops, and that was new to me and a lot of fun. So I think it's going to be similar this year as far as there's be some strategy played out. You're going to see guys stay out on tires to have some fresh ones for the end, and it should be a really exciting race, especially with the pit stops. I think the fans would enjoy seeing live pit stops as well.
With the Southern Super Series being a part of this, the World Crown will be their first really long event of the season. Most of their races have been 125 laps or so. How much of a role will the Southern Super Series play in this race?
Well, I was really glad to see a series get started for the drivers in the Southeast, and very competitive. I've been to Pensacola Mobile races. I'm going to say that this is one of those races that the guys are going to put a check mark on that they want to win, because it's a big event. It's got some history to it. So I'm going to say the best of the best will be there, and I for one, will be crew chief in this car, but I for one am looking forward to seeing a really good race.
Now let's talk about that for a second. You're going to be working as crew chief for Dalton Grindle at the Crown. What are you telling Dalton as you get him ready to run in that race?
Well, I tell you, the biggest thing we need to do right now, we've had a string of tough luck. The biggest thing we need to do is finish the race. And if we could finish the race and even be on the lead lap, not to take away from his ability, he can drive a race car. We've just been in the wrong place, wrong time. So I think if we could get that monkey off our back, finish the race, it would instill confidence back into the team and to him as a driver, and hopefully let that carry on for the rest of the season.
All right, Jimmy, now take a look at your crystal ball and give us some predictions. We know Dalton Grindle's going to be high on your list, but other than him, who do you think is going to be really tough when they drop the green flag for the World Crown 300?
Well, man, I say an old favorite, and he's an old friend of mine. It's hard to go against Bubba Pollard, I'll be honest with you. And not because he wins everywhere, but he's a smart race car driver, and he has learned how to save equipment and have something at the end. And just when you think he's used it up, he gets a little more out of it. But so I'm gonna honestly have to say that Bubba will be the one to watch.
All right, Jimmy Garmon from Ace in the Hole Motorsports. Jimmy, good luck to you and Dalton Grindle in the World Crown. We'll see you soon. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for having me. Appreciate it.
And don't forget, the 30th Annual World Crown 300 is coming up at Gresham Motorsports Park in Jefferson, Georgia on July 4th. For more information, visit racegmp.com. Before we leave the air, we just want to take a moment to pass our condolences on to the family of former racer and race official Ricky Moore, who passed away earlier in the week. Moore was the brother of former World Crown and Gas Series champion Frederick Moore and stepbrother of former World Crown winner Mickey Kane. Our thoughts and prayers go out to his family. That's going to do it for us this week here on Raceweek Illustrated Garage Talk. Next week, we'll have a look at the USCS Sprint cars from Livonia Speedway, and we'll travel to Greenville-Pickens Speedway up in Easley, South Carolina for late model action. We'll also have a look at race results from around the region. Remember, for the latest racing news, visit us online at raceweekillustrated.com. You can follow us on Twitter and on Facebook. And if you want to contact us, shoot us an email. garagetalk@raceweekillustrated.com is the email address. Until next week, this is Raceweek Illustrated Garage Talk. I'm Brandon Reed. We'll see you at the races. For 30 years, the best of the best racers in the country have traveled to Jefferson, Georgia to fight for the title King of the Short Tracks. The fight continues at Gresham Motorsports Park as Slack Auto Parts presents the 30th Annual World Crown 300 on July 4th. The fireworks will shine bright on the high-banked half-mile as Dawsonville, Georgia's Chase Elliott looks to defend his crown against fast aces like Bubba Pollard, Augie Grill, Daniel Hemrick, TJ Reed, Spencer Davis, and more. And when the action is over on the track, things will get hot overhead with a huge fireworks display sponsored by Royal Oak. Get $5 off with a discount coupon available at Slack's Auto Parts. Active and retired military and their families get in free with a military ID while supplies last, courtesy of Kipper Tools. Tickets are $30 for adults, $25 for seniors, kids 12 and under free. Go to racegmp.com for more information. Come see a king crowned at the Slack Auto Parts World Crown 300, July 4th at Gresham Motorsports Park in Jefferson, Georgia, the king of the short tracks.